Hi, it's Miss Chrissy from the Hickory Corner Library, and today I want to show you how to make a rain stick just using a paper towel tube here. So I did another video, I did a story stretchers video, our Storytime Yoga, with the book Rain, and I used this rain stick that I have here for a breathing exercise. It sounds really pretty. I got this in New Mexico when I was visiting my husband there once, and it's really cool because it's made out of cactus, so it's really neat. And it's got all these little bumps you can feel, and that's what's making it sound so pretty in there, is all those little bumps are slowing whatever's inside as it comes down, so that it doesn't all fall at once. Because if you've ever made a rain stick before with just a paper towel tube and you just put everything in there, it usually kind of sounds like this. It just all goes to the same side, to the other side all at once. It's just like a clump instead of nice falling rain. So there's a couple ways you can get it so it sounds a little bit nicer, so it slows down. And in this case, like I said, they have like little nails in here that actually slow it down. And you can do that as well, just with a paper towel tube. If you have any kind of little nails, these are the smallest ones I have in my house, these little finishing nails. And you can actually just stick them through the tube in different places. You poke it through. And I don't know if you can see through there, so it's making little like crisscross zigzags in there of the nails. And so you just keep doing that and doing that, putting nails through there at different places. And as the stuff falls later, it's going to hit those nails as it's going down there. Now, if you don't have any nails to use, I'm going to show you a different method. But for right now, if you're using the nails, our next step is going to be to cover it with paper. So those nails are all covered up. Okay, so either way, nails or not, we're going to be covering it. So I'm going to take these nails out right now to show you the other method. Okay. So our other method, we're going to cover it up. And you can just use any paper you have. You can decorate it later with markers or crayons or stickers, whatever you want to do. So I'm just taping the paper on and rolling it up to cover it. You could cover the whole thing in duct tape if you don't want to use the paper. I just you know, duct tape is more expensive than the paper is, so I use the paper, and then that way you can decorate it. Okay, so you have your tube, it's covered. If you're using nails, you already have the nails in before you put the paper on. And now I'm going to use my duct tape to cover it up one end. So I'm just ripping a piece off and covering over the top. And I'm going to go over it again the opposite direction. Make sure it's really, really sealed. And then I like to just make it look a little bit nicer by going around it now. And then it looks nice and finished off. Okay. So if you already have your nails in here and they're all placed along there, you can actually just add your stuff right away. But if you didn't have nails around to use, you can use aluminum foil in place of that. So you just grab some aluminum foil, and we're going to roll it up. And then we're going to bend it like a spiral. So I'm just using a spoon here to kind of help spiral it. Spread it out. And that way now when the rice or lentils, beans, whatever you use, are flowing down, they're hitting this as they fall, and they're going to fall at different rates, especially if you have different types of materials in there, because they're going to be different weights and different sizes. So some are going to kind of hit, some are going to get stuck a little bit. So you get that in there, then you're going to fill it up with your stuff. I usually tell the kids like 10 spoonfuls, just to give them something to count. But you can kind of put in however much you want in there. And get all these. If you want, you can even test it out right then before you move on. And see if you need a bit more. See if you need to change it up a little. One of the things you will notice is when you put the duct tape on the other end, that gives you a little something to kind of play with, because some of the beans or rice will stick to the top. So when I turn it, can pat it and more is coming down. So it's like it's still raining. So it's almost like a little drum too, that you're making the rain come down. So you can either, like I said, use this to slow stuff down, or you can use the nails. But then once you're finished, whatever you're using and you got it filled up, we're gonna do tape on the other end as well. Same way, across the top and over the other side. And then I like to go around and just finish it off. There's so many decorative duct tapes out there now, like just so many really pretty tapes you can use, but to make it decorative. And like I said, you could do the whole thing, like this one is all the way, all tape. But I like to leave something to decorate. And then it just goes a little bit slower. And let's see if there's any stuck up there. Or you have a shaker kind of thing. So those are always fun too, but that's a way you can make a rain stick of your own and just spice it up a little by either adding the nails or the foil to create a slower rain sound and a more drip drop sound. So have a good day. Thanks.